Hi everyone, and welcome to the Redikall series. So, if you look around, the kind of adversity or the kind of suffering that people are going through, the universe somewhere is trying to give us some very essential messages. And so, all of us would have somewhere got our own messages, but the most common message for all of us is that love life at every moment. So we all seriously need to pause and just think that, guys, are we living life to the fullest? Are we living our life 100%? Do you feel fulfilled and content every moment? That is the question you need to ask yourself today. And somewhere, because of all that is happening, we've all become very aware of the uncertainty of life. And with that understanding, it becomes much more essential for all of us to start living the life that we have always wanted to live from this very moment. Why do you want to wait for some latest date in your life to then start living the way you've always wanted to live? So this is very close to my heart to ask all of you that why do you want to live where you then regret of wasting so many years of your life and not being able to live the way you wanted to? How to start living a regret free, content and fulfilled life. It's like, you take a minute and ask yourself that what are the regrets you feel as of now. So when I've basically been asking this to many people, been doing a lot of research, and so even if you ask your friends, family, you ask your parents, grandparents, one thing is very interesting, that irrespective of the nation you come from, the country you come from, the cultural background, religion, professional walk of life, irrespective of the vast difference, you realize that people, their biggest regrets are absolutely the same. So today I'm going to not only share with you a few of the bigger regrets that people feel as of now, feel as they grow older, have been felt by our grandparents when they are at that later stage of life, so that we can understand and we can address them, at least some of them, to start living life to the fullest. It's like the call of the day. So the most common regret that so many people feel is that I wish I had the courage to live life true to myself instead of living life as per others' expectations. And I'm so sure all of you would resonate with that, because it starts from not being able to wear the kind of clothes you want to sometimes, because what will people think? Sometimes you can't eat certain food items even if you like it because of cultural elements. Sometimes you cannot meet people, do things, do small things, because what will people say? And then you go into things like you can't sometimes follow your passion, you can't sometimes follow your profession because of the fear of being judged by people, or what will people say? And then you realize that you're not able to forget about honoring 100% of what you wanted. You're not even able to honor 50% of what you want in your life because of your fear of being adversely judged by people. And we live with that regret. Today, we live with that regret as we grow older. So, I'm not telling you to become a rebel. I'm going to explain how we address this a little later. The second most common regret that a lot of people go through is I don't have the courage to express my true emotions. I'm not only uncomfortable to say I love you, I'm sometimes not able to even say gratitude, leave alone telling people how I truly feel. Sometimes even the hurt that I feel in a constructive manner to people who are close to you in your most important relationships. And you don't have the courage to express those true feelings. And we keep it all stored inside, and sometimes it becomes so late, and then we keep regretting that I wish I was able to share more of myself. The another very common regret that people go through is that they feel that somewhere they spend too much of their time in pursuit of material success and money, and they were not able to somewhere balance between love and relationships. And they regret somewhere that a lot of people in their 40s, 50s, and they grow older, that they missed out seeing their children grow, they missed out on the companionship, they let very important friendships slip by because they were so busy on that running on that treadmill that was taking them towards material success. And that blind chase, so I'm not saying it's not important to work towards success in life, but it's about somewhere you should not then end up with that regret that you lost on love and all the relationships and your friendships, and then feel that discontent and that dissatisfaction. So it's for you to think about it. And another very common regret that a lot of people feel is that I could have chosen to have a happier life. I could have chosen to smile more, to giggle, to have fun, to just feel and find joy in small things. And then a lot of people look back and feel that most of the time they were always focused on the lack and what they didn't have, and most of their life went into being unhappy and being worried and anxious and fearful. And it's very late in the day that you realize that happiness is a choice, and they could have chosen to be happier. Or we all could have chosen to be a little more happier. It's like, the coin has two sides. Happiness on one side and unhappiness. So sometimes it's possible for you to choose happiness, because somewhere you know that you keep putting your happiness totally on people's shoulders, and it's based on completely external things. And even after the knowingness, we still continue to be like that. So, I am going to today in my talk somewhere share how to address the first two essential aspects of not regretting, of not having the courage to do things true to yourself. So, most of us somewhere are oversensitive to what people think of us. We are oversensitive to their opinions, to people's judgment, to their criticism, to their perceptions. How many of you are like that? Now, what happens is sometimes when you are overtly and unduly perturbed and oversensitive to people's opinion about you, then it's like living a life which is held at ransom by opinion of people about you. And these opinions and judgments and what people think of you absolutely inhibit you. And you're not able to live You're 100%, you're not able to exhibit your true potential, be your authentic self, be your true self. Because somewhere then you're always out to do things just to please people so that they have a good opinion about you. And that somewhere deters you, deviates you from the choosing to walk on your actual chosen life plan. So, why are we so sensitive to people's opinion and judgment and criticism? Now, somewhere our vulnerability to people's opinion comes from a deep seated insecurity within us, which is based out of the fear of being rejected by people or being abandoned by people and then left lonely by people who are especially close to us. And so it's very important somewhere that people don't reject us and abandon us, and then that's why we keep doing things more and live our life more as per others' expectations. So we are somewhere not comfortable with who we are, and we need validation from the outside. So if people think we are good, we are good. If people think we are not good enough, we are not good enough. And so our whole life goes in living and doing things based on what people think of us. So you can imagine the damage that you're doing to yourself somewhere and to what you really wish to do. And that is why so much of restlessness and discomfort within you. Because it's like you're fighting against your own true self actually. And then you wonder why you don't feel that kind of fulfillment every moment. So we need to understand, and there are ways of working towards it. And I'm going to share even the certain R5 statements that we can do for that. But it's important to understand that people and their opinion about you comes from their limited perception and based on their limited experiences of life. But that is nowhere the truth or the fact, because just like how people also keep changing and evolving, so their opinion and judgment about you is ever changing, is ever shifting. It is not even permanent and you can't control it. So, why would you let yourself be so adversely affected by their opinion and judgment? So, somewhere we need to rise beyond their judgment and opinion about who we are. We need to rise above the need to respond and pay attention to people's opinion and judgment and criticism and perceptions about us. We need to learn how to become neutral. We also, through certain techniques, work with that part of the personality that somewhere recognize and decode that part of the personality that is attracting this kind of judgment and inviting this kind of harsh criticism. You know, if you look around, when you see very great achievers in life, they don't get deterred by people's opinion and judgment about them. They have so much of conviction in themselves that they are able to hold their ground and they're able to move forward with their own inner inspiration. And eventually, people then follow them. So, somewhere they've learned to become neutral. They might take people's opinion as feedback, but not get adversely affected, perturbed, or try to do things to please and comply to people. There's this important difference. So let us somewhere rise beyond this image consciousness. Have the courage to live your life being true to yourself. I'll also maybe in my next talk about how to be more authentic. And somewhere you need to walk on your chosen path. And people who are meant to follow you will follow you. Because if you don't follow your own path and get deviated just to comply to what people expect, so you've anyways got deviated, you also prove the other people right about what they think about you. So let us rise beyond people's judgment and criticism and perceptions through these few R5 statements. So take a moment and sit peacefully and close your eyes. And repeat with me. I R5 my sensitivity to others' opinion and perception. I R5 my sensitivity to others' opinion and perception. I R5 my sensitivity to others' opinions and perceptions. I R5 my sensitivity to others' judgments and criticism. I R5 my oversensitivity to others' judgment and criticism. I R5 my oversensitivity to others' judgment and criticism. I R5 my image consciousness. I R5 my image consciousness. I R5 my image consciousness. I R5 my fear of being adversely judged. I R5 my fear of being adversely judged. I R5 my fear of being adversely judged. I R5 my guilt of judging others in the past. I R5 my guilt of judging others in the past. I R5 my guilt of judging others in the past. I R5 my need to forgive myself. I R5 my need to forgive myself. I R5 my need to forgive myself. And the affirmation you can see is, I choose to be fine the way I am being perceived by others in the environment. I choose to be fine with the way others are perceiving me in the environment. I choose to be fine with the way others are perceiving me in the environment.